Good morning. This is Chris Venn from Artistic Artifacts or at Artistic Artifacts. We're going to do a shop tour today and let you see what is behind the scenes, what the local people or the people traveling through see. Because we know there's a lot of followers who don't get to the shop. So we wanted to make sure you kind of see the creativity, in the magical world that Judy has created here at Artistic Artifacts. As you know, she's in India. She's got another, if you're feeling buyer's remorse, she's got another tour coming up in February, actually to warmer climates than she is currently. So she is going to leave, I actually think Valentine's Day, to March 1st, to Kerala. It's in the south of India, and she's got a bunch of workshops planned as well as some cultural tours. So that's on the website. And today's, fifth Saturday. So in the store, we've got Into Bolt sale and 25% off all of our curated bundles. So we'll show you that as we kind of walk around. But I thought we'd start, we're right, Kyle and I are standing right at the front door. I was going to start outside, but it's about 29 degrees, so I decided we would start inside.
Thank you.
But this is where Judy started, not with the chops in it, but she actually had, the whole room we're in was her father's business, and Ed had cars in it. It was a car showroom. He was a race car driver, and she sold, she worked for her dad, and she sold her handmade jewelry, her weaving, and whatever there, and some of her vintage finds. And then she inched her way back a little, and then back a little more. The whole family did flea markets. The warehouse was all kinds of estate sale findings. That's been taken over both by the shop and her dad's business. But as her dad's business went to more internet, we just keep encroaching on the space here in this building, which is along a warehouse row. And from the outside, we don't look like we do inside. So when you come in, this is what you see. A little bit of magic. Currently, we've got new fabrics, both Tim Holtz Eclectic Elements palette, which is a different color story every month. This is pink for October, appropriate as that's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And we don't have any bolts. We only have pre-cut bundles. And so what you see there is what we have left. November should be here. It's obvious tomorrow's December, and we didn't get it yet. This is also a new collection. I just love this one. This one's Grounded by Maria Carluccio. We had her previous collection called Connections, and this to me is just as beautiful. So usually when you walk in, you're going to see whatever's current, what we have new, some of our batik panels, and we've got lots of those. I'll show you some more of those. But Judy and her husband bought Batik Timbal probably about 12 years ago at this point, and we had batik fabrics and batik panels. And so Judy works with artists over there. She has some beautiful new ones that are in the back, and we'll show you. So most people who come into the shop often are coming because they need a sewing needle or they need a foot for their Berdina. So the first off, they go to this wall. And these are our notions. And on the website, you'll find it under sewing. There's notions. We've got hand sewing needles by Tulip. We've got Schmetz, a whole variety of Schmetz sewing machine needles, lots of tools, cutting tools. Of course, our Wonderfill thread. And we've got a whole other wall of Wonderfill, but these are some of the utility threads that we use and recommend. And then come on, Kyle, I'll bring you over to I'll bring you over to this wall. And Kyle, I'll let you walk around there. So in this wall, we have our patterns, a few more rulers, and our Bernina feet. And our patterns are actually, all of our patterns are on sale this week at 25% off through next Wednesday at 5 p.m. when we'll have another sale special. And our Bernina feet are 25% off. It is the December special. So with tomorrow being December, online, you'll be able to get the 25% off. In addition to the patterns being on sale, all of our books are on sale, including the Bernina big books. So I don't think anyone else has these currently on sale. So this is a great bargain. Because I'm standing in front of Bernina feet and they're going to be on sale in December, I picked this book. And this is also on our website. And this is a book where you can actually indicate which feet you have, stick it in your bag when you come, and then you'll remember that, oh yeah, I do have that foot. I don't need to buy it a second time. So it's a handy little pocket guide for your feet. And then with the patterns being on sale, one of the things to recommend is a lot of the patterns will tell you which ruler to use. So make sure if you're picking a pattern to pick the right ruler when you're ordering your pattern at 25% off. The rulers are not 25% off. That's some limitations we have with Created Grid. And then what you're seeing right here is our workstation. It's our checkout. They were actually, I saw these this morning. There are new stock. So they were labeling and preparing new stock, and lo and behold, we've got Gwen's new stamps. They're Gwen LaFleur's, and she's done some beautiful things. If you follow Gwen on Facebook, she's got some beautiful things she's created with her new stamps. And then I also saw these nice little inspiration decks, 100 cards. There's Quilter's Inspiration Deck, 100 cards to unleash your creativity. So we've got circle rulers. I think they're using those upstairs today. They've got a biennial class going on, which we have every 5th Saturday that we have the end of bolt sale. We also have a biennial class. So that'll be starting before too long. And here at the counter, where you're going to check out, where people will be working behind, greet you when you come in the store, we also have our display of our holiday stockings. Kyle's going to get a good shot of all of the stockings. I think this year we have 14 stockings. Judy has also filled them with supplies from the store, in addition to a $50 Artistic Artifacts gift card. The donations that you make, each $10 will give you an opportunity to put $10 on this wonderful Charlie Harper, or this fun Seth Apter. And how about this one by Sharon? This is all with the Finnabar supplies. But you pick which ones you want to put your $10 towards. We'll draw on Facebook Live on December 21st, the winner, and then the donations will go to Food for Others. It's a local food bank helping in Fairfax County those with food insufficiency, and some to World Central Kitchen for their relief efforts in Western North Carolina. We've got friends in that area, and we chose, Judy chose that one. So now the big things, the big items. We've got our Bernina machines. We've got the studio frame. We've got the sit down. And then over here, Carl and Martha are actually getting ready. They're going to be quilting one of the quilts that Martha made from a kit that unfortunately sold out really, really quickly. But until the end of the month, you can look at the Bernina wish list. This is actually a special that will, I think it's about a savings of $13,000 in the wish book. But what we do want to say is that Judy offers competitive prices on all of our machines. She will make an effort to give you the best price and the right machine for your sewing needs. We do accept trade-ins. And with each machine, you're going to get a in-person mastery class. If you buy a machine that has the embroidery module, you'll get embroidery as well. And you've got a whole bunch of Bernina users in store who are support, and there's really a very creative community. So a lot of people feel like, oh, I can get a better deal a couple hours away. He's got the best deal going, but it's you're getting a good deal here, and Judy is matching prices. She will work with you to make sure you get the best price possible that we can give you. So we've got other machines. Before I do that, the wall behind me is actually our quilt, some of our quilt kits. All of the quilts on the wall have been quilted on the long arm. So we've got some wonderful volunteers who do the quilting for us and work magic. So I do the piecing and they do the quilting. Here we have the big books, again, 25% off. This is magic. This is the $9.90. Somebody's been doing some Thanksgiving embroidery on it. And if you haven't seen it, we've got some really good, I think we have some videos on it. Bernina has some great videos on it. So it's really the top of the line, fantastic machine. But then we also have the 790 Pro, which if you're not quite ready to go to the top of the line, this is a fantastic machine. We have a number of people even in the shop that this is the machine they have, and they've chosen based on size, based on capability, functionality. It is an embroidery as well as a sewing machine. And there's cabinets to go with it. And I think they've scattered some quilt kits along the way here. And then the other machine that we're really in love with, this is it's the L890. And this is a combination, it's an air threader, it's a cover lock, overlock machine, cover stitch, overlock machine. Really a very nice machine. The L860 is also, and I believe they're both in the wish book with some special deals until the end of December. Andy's going to be doing Facebook Live in a couple weeks, and he'll be talking about quilting tools, the top 10 tools that he uses, and he's got a quilt that he just made using this serger. So watch for that. And then we have fabric and more fabric and more fabric. Excuse me. So we carry Free Spirit fabric. So we've got Cave Facet from his collective studio. We also have a line of batiks. I think for anybody who's doing the In the Bolt sale, this is the ideal time to buy some Australian fabric, because if you look at these bolts, A lot of them have been sold down because Australian Fabric was on sale a couple weeks ago at 25% off. It doesn't usually go on sale. So a lot of these bolts don't have a whole lot on them. If you buy the entire bolt, 40% off. Can't beat that deal. In addition to our fabrics, we've got hand dyes that Judy does her hand dyed laces. These individual pieces aren't online, but she does have the inspiration packs, which are around the corner. We've put together kits for the rice bags, and we've got samples of rice bags.
Who made that one?
Oh, I think I might have made it. And that's fun. It's a combination of machine stitching with, they're all Kaffe scraps. I was using my decorative stitches, and then I did hand stitching. So you can do anything you want. To me, it's just it's 25 inches of fabric that is a palette to embroider, hand stitch, whatever. We carry a large collection of Charlie Harper. We're excited. We just got in bark cloth and canvas. I mean, this one is to die for. But I'm looking at these cardinals. Isn't that pretty? That would make nice tablecloths or mats. Wide back fabrics. A nice selection, colors and designs for wide backs, 108 inch. And then we get back into mixed media. Judy showed, I won't show this, but she showed, we've got a whole video of introducing the new Finnabar. She was here teaching classes, and we have all of her supplies. Lots of found papers. This goes back to Judy's going to estate sales and picking up at flea markets. She's got a wide collection of found papers, ephemera. I believe those will be on sale coming up for one of our winter solstice. Behind me, we've got stamps, sari silk, a good selection of books here. Again, they're 25% off. Let's see what we have. We've got hand stitching. We've got quilting. We've got mixed media. We've got a number of other free motion. So a great selection of books. In addition to, I noticed some of the sales coming in where people were taking advantage of buying the pocket guides at 25% off. That's a great, they're wonderful reference tools. Come on. My favorite area is the threads. So these are painter's threads. We also carry, for hand stitching, we carry the Wonderfill Eleganza. But we've got a large selection of painter's thread. I think Kyle's showing you some of the Wonderfill. With all these people are bustling around here.
It's never boring here.
No. And it's, you know, we have, what they're doing is they're actually, a lot of them are pulling orders. So because we were closed for 2 days during the middle of the week for Thanksgiving and Family Friendly Friday, there are a lot of orders since Wednesday when the newsletter went out. So they're pulling orders so that they can go out early on Monday. Sashiko. These are our drop cloth samplers. We just started carrying those. We've got lots of thread packs to choose from. The painter's thread are exactly, well, there's two things about them. They are hand-painted threads, and they are named after painters. So you could find a Georgia, which is 112, in multiple different types of fibers. So there will be pearl cotton, there'll be wool, there'll be shimmer, there'll be rickrack. So they coordinate very nicely. Let's do a quick up here. I would be remiss if I didn't talk about By Annie. We've got some By Annie products, project kits, patterns. These patterns are also on sale. And then our Indian wood blocks. Paints. Lots of paints. So we've got the matte finish, fresco finish paints. We've got matte tints. We've got our own fluid textile paints that you can mix your colors. Judy likes using these with a gel press. We've got dyes. And then we also have our paste paints that are good for using with the wood blocks. And they come in three different, pearlescent, opaque, and transparent. So Kyle, let's scoot through to the next room. Looking at more mixed media products. We've got embossing powders. We've got stencil butter. And we have all those temptations for the staff for creative ideas. Everybody's starting in it.
No one wants to get caught on camera.
I know. I told them they could be on camera. I know they're working hard. Indian cottons. These are really nice block printed Indian cottons. They're softer than kind of the quilting cotton, but they work for quilts. They work for garments, bags. And then we started carrying more garment fabric. There's some cotton lawns. There's some Essex. There's some mixed cotton and flax. Stabilizers, a whole wall of Tilda. A whole wall of Tilda.
Crystal goes, "Run, Carl, run."
So we have all the Tilda, the big collection of Tilda, both in yardage and bundles. The Tilda Characters Collection book is actually that's part of the book sale, so that's 25% off, and it's a fun. They're all little animals and angels and whatever. 4 different books, dolls, birds, bunnies, and angels, but fun to make, and that's on sale. Kits. We have some garment patterns, lots of blenders, lots of color. If you know us, we love color, so you're going to find lots of options of color. And most of our, what we call blenders, we don't have as many solids because we prefer using the blenders with just a little bit of texture in the design when we're working with projects. This is something new that Judy's just put together, our batik kits. So we've chosen a panel. We've picked some coordinating fabrics and coordinating threads to go with them. And these are all on the website as well as here on the wall. And last but not least, is our sale room. So try to picture the fact that when we started, we had about 1/3 of that first room.
It didn't get to where the registers are.
Well, and then half of it was offices. And there was space for tables for classes in that front room. And then the tables for classes went into the blender room. And now this is classroom, workspace, and our sale fabrics, in addition to our Indian garments and so many of our, new designs of beautiful. I think some of these are going fast. This is the one I just showed. I got the other day, and I'm using with some Denise Burkett fabric. But these are new. They're up on the web. And currently in the store only, but coming soon, are a lot of the scarves that Judy has brought back from both Indonesia and India. So these are available today in the shop, and then they will be they'll be available on the website when she gets back and has some time to get them up on the website. And the rest of this is our classroom. Oftentimes it's the stage for these Saturday mornings, and behind the wall is where our techs are. And then we have a classroom upstairs that's only used as a classroom. That's where the biennial class is going to be. Are there any questions? Nope.
No, we're all set.
Okay.
Thank you for everyone who shouted us out in the comments. We appreciate you.
And we'll go back and answer if there are any questions. We'll go back and look at that after the fact. And said, if you're local, it's a good day to come down. We got fully staffed for the Indibolt sale and the 25% off our curated bundles. And happy holidays.